how to do detachment. You need to learn the detachment.
You sitting down. Okay.
And practice and the detachment, those can be ceased. Now you need to go and flashback a little bit, and you need to remember one thing, that I told you this first chapter is for those people who are already in a very good stage, who are already in a very high stage. So for them, detachment is easy to understand. Detachment is easy to follow as well. But for the beginners, detachment is also a big task to do. People are attached to their, simple pen only. People are attached to simple things. This is very big thing what he is talking, and it's for the high intellect people, or you can say who are already in very good stage, who are following for years and years, and they have done lots of practice, and now they are in a stage where they easily can understand, okay, now their task is only that the practice whatever they are doing need to be continued, and then need to focus more on detachment. So this is for, you can say, advanced people, not for intermediate also. But this applies, practice one, this applies for everyone. Okay. That practice is required. What kind of practice? That we are going to talk about. Here he just said that the practice you need to continue, you need to do it more. And what are those practices? Those he already explained for beginners and intermediate. So whichever you want, whatever it suits for you, you can go with that. Is this clear?
Sí.
Can I tell a story about detachment, since Julie asked?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So my brother-in-law, he works for a big firm in Paris, and he does a lot of business in India. And this is in the shipping business in India, where the big shipyards are. So the guys who are very high up in these business, most of the time they're former generals, former military people, etc. So he's been going to this guy to do business for years. And then last year he went to him, and this man changed. Him and his wife, they got rid of everything. They only own 10 things. Only 10 things. Fork is 1, knife is 2. The clothing they wear is 3. Total detachment. They have nothing. Only 10 items in their whole life. Some kind of movement in India.
So they live in India now?
Yeah, they're Indian.
This
They only have 10 things.
This happens in India very randomly. It's like this. Sometimes it happens like this.
Okay. Detachment.
Yes. Once you realize something, once you get something, then it happens. Unless you don't realize, then you need to practice. Then you need to, do little hard work.
Claro.
And main thing is for detachment, the knowledge, the intellect what you have, the intelligence, the intelligence to understand everything as it is. Then it is easy. Unless you don't have that knowledge which can make you clear for anything, till then you will be always confused, either attached or aversion, either attachment or aversion. That is going to be happen all the time. Like and dislike. When you have likes, then you are attached. When you dislikes, then you are like, kind of hating the things.
Is it forced?
It's forced.
Is it forced?
What is that?
No, it's really forced, but it is coming from this thing. When you like something and when you dislike something, you're not forcing to like something. You are not forcing
Okay.
dislike.
Force.
You're not forcing it, but you have it, And for that you have another reason. There are 5 afflictions we have which create all these problems. This 5 number is also very interesting.
Which are?
We have 5 numbers. Number 5 is very interesting. We have 5 bodies, we have 5 pranas, we have 5 elements, we have 5 vrittis, we have 5 aversion. There are so many things which are 5 in number. So in spiritual path, this 5 number is also very interesting. 108 is also very interesting.
108.
We have also 5 students in this class.
But now there are only 3.
Yeah, but the 2 are the best. The 2 others are the best.
Those 2 are the best. Huh?
They are both actresses.
They are both actress. Okay. But we knew that you are the actress. You already have done something, some acting.
Yeah, Karen too.
Karen is writer. She's writing, but you already did some acting. Okay, let's continue.
I'm not an actress.
So after this sutra, the important one, very important, it's important for our whole life, for anything. He extended this and then said, Satu Dirghakala. This actually you should memorize.
Okay.
Satu Dirghakala, Nairantarya. Satkar.
Hold on.
Asevito.
Satu dirga kala nairantria satkar.
Satu Dirghakala Nairantarya Satkar Asevito Dridbhumi.
Joder. Ya. Satu dirgan kala nairan triak satkar asevito dri bhome? Bome?
Dridhabhumi.
Drida bome.
Yes. Read it loudly, Manroop.
Sata dar gal nir antar satkar esta deri bumi. I can say bumi.
Satudirghakala Nairantarya Satkar Asevito Dridbhumi. So in first sutra he said, by practice and detachment you can seize them. They can be seized. What? Thoughts can be seized. Then he extended it and he said, Satu. That abhyas, that practice and detachment. So this is related to this. This is indicating those abhyas and vairagya, practice and detachment. And what it is saying, Dirghakal, for long time. Okay? Satu Dirghakala, for long time. The detachment and practice should go for very longer. Nairantarya, continuity must be there. Continuously.
Nairantarya.
Not even a single break. There is no kind of milestone and then you go and then sit there and then okay, first you take some rest and then you go. No. Once you started, then that should be practiced for long time. Nairantarya, continuously. Satkar, with due respect. If you are going to do something, first of all, you must have respect for that particular thing what you are going to do. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it with your 100%. You won't be able to give your 100% what you are going to do. So, the practice whatever you are doing, that should be with due respect for long time and continuously asevito. with the best. With the best, you need to give it. With the best process, whatever the process is for that particular test, you need to go the best way. You need to give your best.
Okay.
Asevito, asevito, and dridami. Then it will create a base foundation. Then it will make you a strong foundation there where you can move forward easily. Unless your foundation is not strong, unless you don't build a foundation, nothing is going to work easily. So to make a very good foundation, you need to practice anything for a long time, with continuously and with respect, and you need to give your best. Your best way you need to give. Then only it is going to make a strong foundation.
So Driha is strong foundation.
Drida is strong. Bhumi is foundation.
Together. Okay.
And this is not only for yoga. This
For
is not
everything.
for yoga practice. This applies in your whole life.
Exact.
Whatever you want to do in your life.
Exact.
Dirghakal, you need to have patience. When it says saying Dirghakal means with patience. You need to have patience. You need to be patient there. It's not like, okay, it should be done within one day, or I have this target that I will become enlightened within a month. No. You need patience. No rush.
How can we develop patience and passion for something?
What?
How can we develop our patience and passion for something?
Knowing the priority of that particular thing. What is the priority? Whatever you want to do. If that is the most priority for you, then you will have passion. Then you will have patience also.
Thank you.
Oh, your video is off. Okay, your battery is not enough. Unless we don't fix the priority. Suppose you set a goal, anything, whatever you want. Suppose you want to become an engineer, or you want to become a good businessman. Then, if your goal, whatever you set in your life, if that is not your priority, it's not your first priority, then what will happen? You won't be able to give your 100%. Whatever your priority is, you give more to that thing first. So you need to decide your priorities. What is your priority? If becoming a yoga teacher is your priority, or if finding the purpose of life is your priority, then you will give your maximum to this particular thing.
Exact.
So first you need to know the priorities of your things, what you want to set first. And then according to that, you can continue. So this is very important. You must, I would recommend you to remember this, to memorize this. Doesn't matter how much time it will take, but this is very good sutra you have that you can apply it anytime, whenever you have, demoralization. Things are not happening according to your expected time, according to your expectations, then you can remember this, that things will work if you do this way. Dirghakal, a long time with patience, Nairantarya, continuously, and then with due respect, and then giving your 100% the best way, then it is going to make very good foundation. And once your foundation is good, then you can move easily. If you want to build a 13 stories building, then what you need to do according to your 13 stories, you need to check the foundation first, that how strong your foundation should be. If your foundation is very good, you can make all those stories easily. But if your foundation is not strong enough, what is going to happen? Maybe within second floor or third floor only, building might collapse.
Exact.
Yes.
Thinking on that, in my practice of coaching, when I help people I used to help people to find out the goals and planning and develop soft skills they need to do something, what I found is that many people don't even know their own priorities. They
When
think they know because they are so much no sé cómo decirlo en inglés. They have a preconceived idea of what success mean, happiness mean, and they plan their whole life based on those things. So they have targets and goals, but when you work a little bit more with them, you find that they have different priorities.
yes,
So I think that we need first work on conscious level with people in order to get them to be awake and can find priorities.
yes. First, they need to understand, and those type of people who already have prejudice, what you say, prejudice and some, no, prejudice. It's very hard. How you pronounce Manru? Prejudice or prejudice?
You're mute.
Prejudice.
Prejudice, huh? Yes.
Prejudice.
So when they have this, for them it's very hard to to do anything first of all. So very first thing is for them to work on that they must be flexible, they must be open, that they can listen at least someone. As long as they have this thing, they will not listen anyone first of all, and when they don't listen, then it's not going to work for them. So these things are also like the best things we have in the society as well, in this whole world. We have so many things which are best and are working for people, but those are not working for those people only who are obsessed for something, who are having all this prejudice that they don't want to listen it. Then they are like they are living their life their own way and not happy. We cannot do anything for them. First thing is, I will tell you one story now, as you said this thing, so you will understand this very good. Well, in India, this is, like this land actually, especially this land, it's always been the land of seekers. They always have been seeking something. We have like this from generation and generation, like thousands of years. This culture we already have, that this land is a land of seeker, that somebody is always there who is seeking something and then who finds some stage, and then they share with people, and they want people to be in the same stage of consciousness, same stage of happiness, joy. So it is always that there is someone who is seeking something. So there was a guy who read lots of scripture, spiritual scripture. You can say Vedas, like to understand it. You can say Vedas, Upanishad, this philosophy, that philosophy, everything he read. When he read everything, then he thought, I have done now everything. I have enough knowledge now. Now I just need a blessing of Guru. That someone should bless him, and then he will be enlightened, because now he has all the knowledge. Now there is something stuck which is not being clear, so I need blessing of some enlightened Guru who can bless me, and then I will be enlightened. Because in this process, at a certain point, there are kind of things where you need initiation. Unless you are not initiated by some spiritual mentor or some spiritual personality who is already there in that particular stage, till then you cannot like move really. Same it happened with Buddha also. He had to go to many gurus first, and then they showed him different ways, and then he practiced. Then in the end, he found his own thing, what he wanted to search. So here also there was a guy, and he thought this was that, oh yes, I got everything now. Now I need just blessing. So he was asking and then finding. Then somebody told him, Yes, in the Himalaya, on the mountain, there is a sannyasi, a yogi who is living there, and you can go there and he will bless you, and then you will. So he was so excited, and then he went up all the way on the mountain, and then he went to that yogi. So yogi was in his meditation, he was sitting there in his cave, and he went to him and he asked that guru, like guruji or whatever you say, yogi, that I have done everything in my life now, and I'm at the stage where I just need your blessing, and then I can be enlightened. So can you please bless me, and then I can find my ultimate thing. Then the yogi, he said, would you like to have some tea, cup of tea? Then the guy said, what? What are you talking about? This tea, coffee, everything I have left already. And you are a yogi and you are stuck there. You are talking about tea. And I'm talking about, enlightenment, liberation, and all these things. And you are talking about tea. No, I don't want to have tea. He said, no, no, you should take one, you should get one cup of tea. I will make for you. He said, okay, if you are insisting that much, then okay, I will take one cup of tea. Yogi went and then he made the tea and then he came with a cup and then kettle. He gave the cup to the guy to hold it, and guy was holding the cup, and then he started pouring the tea. And he was pouring the tea and pouring, then the cup was full, and then tea started falling off. Then the guy said, stop, what you are doing? The cup is full already and you are pouring it more, and it's just falling off, it's just useless. Then Yogi said, you also go down back, come here with your empty glass, empty cup. You already have your glass full. Whatever I'm going to put it there, it is just going to fall off. It will not stay there. So first go, and whatever you have in your glass, remove it there, come here with your empty glass, then only something you will get. Otherwise, it is going to fall off. So this is the thing what people have. Most of the time people have. I know the thing, that is only the thing. I know enough, I don't need anything. And here I stop myself to improve. Now there is no option that I can improve myself. At least this much flexibility I must have, that whatever the next person is saying, I can listen it and then can think on it. If it is going to work for me, that's fine. I can use it. If it doesn't work, then that is also fine. Don't go with it.
Sure.
If that much flexibility we have in our mind, then we will go smoothly. So in yoga practice, physical flexibility doesn't matter at all. How much physical flexible you are, that doesn't matter.
Sure.
But how much flexibility you have there in your mind, in your chitta, that matters 100%.
Sure.
By practicing yoga, you must become flexible from here. There should not be kind of obsession. There should not be kind of prejudice. Whenever something is there which is good for your improvement, you must be excited. You must be ready to get it easily. No, this is only the thing what I have and I'm done with it. No, then there is no chance that you can. So this is why people are stuck most of the time.
Yes. And do you think there is a related between mind flexibility and physical flexibility? Do you think it's connected somewhere? No connection?
No connection. How much body you're flexible is, no, it's not connected. But yes, with your breath, it is connected.
Okay.
What kind of breath you have, how you are breathing. Breath has direct connection with your mind. Breath has direct connection with your physique also. Breath has direct connection with your all 5 bodies.
Okay.
So this is why we stuck to the breathing practices. That you practice more, focus more on your breath. That is only the way which can lead you inward. What else you have? These few things only you have which will bring you back to your center. First of all, the main gate is your body. Suppose you are sitting in your house. If you want to get in your house from outside, where will you go first? you will go in your main gate, in your main door. Then from there only you can go into your bedroom. It's not like you can jump from outside somewhere directly into your bedroom.
Claro.
That's not a proper way to go. First, you go to your main gate, then from your main door, you go inside. Maybe you have lawn, maybe you have a dining area. Then from there, you will go into your bedroom. Same way here also, simply. Your first thing is, very first main door is your physical body. At least from the asana practice, do that much practice, pay that much attention, that it can bring you back at least to your body. That you can understand your body, you can focus to your body. Then just don't stop there.
Claro.
You found your main door and then you are just standing there on your main door. Okay, I found my house, it is here. But you don't want to go into your bedroom. You are just standing there on your main door. Then also it's not good.
Claro.
You want to sleep, you want to rest, you want to be, free. But you don't want to go into your bedroom. How? You cannot do it on a main door.
Claro.
Whatever you want to do for yourself and want to be totally free, there should not be any restriction. That will happen in your privacy only, in your private place, in your own place. When we say private or privacy means it's your own place. That is your private area. So go in, don't just stand on your main door. And this is the main thing happening nowadays with asana practice. That you get flexibility, you get back when you have everything, and now you are there. Okay, I become yogi. I am the yogi. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, doing asana, taking some pictures. I become yogi. Put the picture on video, Instagram, and then rest yogi. So whole of my life I will stay on my main door only. And then I will not be able to realize that something is more there inside. So flexibility, mind flexibility is not connected with your physical flexibility.
Okay.
And it depends on practice also. What kind of practice you are doing? Like you are doing very active movement. That will make your body stronger. That will make your body flexible also. But if you connect this both in your own practice, like in hatha practice, when you focus more on physical part and then you go a little more on mental part, then you have connection also. Then you will see how you are releasing your emotions, how you are releasing your stiffness, how you are releasing your anger. As one day I said that your whole body has different parts where you store different emotions.
Yes. I agree
So
with
if
that.
you work on those parts and then you are connected with that, then you will feel how it is working. So the process, asevito, that process also must be good one. At least best from your side. That this is the best for me, that you should practice.
Sure.
The process also matters here. Mind flexibility is more important than your physical flexibility. If you see the yogis who are living in mountain now in Himalayas, none of them, maybe very rarely 1 or 2 of them might be able to do nowadays, some these, all these, twisting asanas. They just are able to do mostly lotus pose or all those seated poses in which they can sit hours and hours and hours.
Sure.
But mind flexibility, you can say, like, tremendous flexibility they have. You just go to them and then talk to them. They will listen you like a baby. And when they will tell you something totally different. So the stage what they have, their mental stage is totally different. You cannot believe like how loving and caring they can be, and they are having nothing, no possession, nothing. They are just living with one cloth there, and you go there, they will welcome you like you are the god for them. So that is called flexibility. That you don't have any barricade, you don't have any separation there, you don't have any discrimination for anyone. That much flex, it is going to take time, but it is only the thing which should happen.
Hmm.
There are lots of gymnast people, flexibility they have, uh, like their one leg is on the floor, another leg is all the way up, uh, super flexible. Yes, Karen, what you were saying?
Now, many times I've gone into a yoga class and I think, oh, these are the worst people. They can do everything, but they're awful. No energy, nothing good, just gossiping in the corner and making sure that, you know what I mean. I see these people.
That's awful.
And then I don't go again.
No, it's
They're
awful.
not offering anything. And then I have a friend here in Hanya. He's an older gentleman in his 70s, and he does everything. He swims, he bikes, and he says, I go to a yoga class and I get nothing out of it. I know how to do the moves, and he said, but I don't get anything from them from inside. So he quit.
Claro.
And that is the important thing, that what you are getting from their physical movement. Now, when we started this part, yoga and yoga, when I describe you, now yoga, it is just same exercises what you are doing in gym.
Yeah.
If you are not getting the real benefit for what it is supposed to be, or what it is meant to be, then it's the simple exercise what you are doing.
It's another option. Just another option.
But you have to do it, though. But you have to do the asanas in order to reach that. I mean,
this is coming. You have to do, but that is something different.
Okay.
This is something different. If I start, then it will be like middle topic from anywhere, because that is coming in the sequence, so you will understand better.
Okay.
And in next week only we are going to finish everything, so it is just within 2 or 3 days only it will come. Or maybe in next class only it is coming. So whatever we practice, whatever the practice we do, first of all, these things we need to keep in our mind. We need to fix this, that for long term, you need to fix it in your mind already, that I need to have patience. I'm going to practice it for a long time. No matter if I get some benefit or no. But once I have decided, then I will go for it. Then continuity is very important. It's not like, okay, today I practice, tomorrow, oh, I'm tired, and then let's take a rest, and then, okay, from day after I will start. And again, what is going to happen? It will bring you back to the zero. Then, satkar, is your respect. Whatever you do, it's you first of all, you need to respect your thing, what you are doing. Then only other people will respect.
Así es.
Asevito, the process also must be the best what you know. Then it is going to make a strong foundation. Clear?
Mm-hmm. Just wait.
Then second chapter start here. Well, now I'm going to skip all the sutras. Those are not important. There are 50, 52, 51 sutras in first chapter. But this much part is very important to understand for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we want to begin something. Then second chapter start, and in second chapter, as I said before, that the second chapter is for intermediate people and for beginners also. So now he will talk about intermediate first. And he said, Tapaha Swadhyaya,
Swadhyaya. Tapak Swadhyaya.
Ishwar Pranidhan,
Ishwar Pranidhan.
तपः स्वाध्याय ईश्वर प्रणिधानानि क्रिया योगः.
Kriya yoga.
Second chapter is sadhan pad. Sadhan
Sadhan
pad.
pad.
Sadhan means tools, pad is chapter.
Okay.
So the chapter of tools.
Okay.
This is the chapter in which he is talking more about the tools, that what to do. What are the tools that you can reach there?
Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhanane Kriya Yoga.
Okay. So as I said that this is the chapter for intermediate people and beginners. So he's starting from intermediate people. So intermediate people are those who already have done few practice and they already have some base, and now they want to go more forward. Then for them, what else they should do, and on which thing they need to focus more. So he said, Tapa Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Tapa is Tapa or tapa is ascetic practice. Ascetic, A-S-C-E.
Ascetic.
Practice. The spelling is correct. One room, check it. Swadhyaya. Manu, the spelling is correct. Ascetic.
I spell it differently, so I don't know what you're trying to say. So I spell aesthetic as A-S-T-H-E-T-I-C. Aesthetic.
Not aesthetic.
No, ascetic.
Then that must be right, yeah.
Yeah, Zeta.
Austerity.
Asceta, sí.
E on the end of practice.
Austerity. Ascetic, austerity.
Okay,
Check
Zeta.
spelling.
That's right.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
asceta.
Aesthetic practice.
Yes.
She's talking about
Moral
something
and
different.
spiritual perfection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Self-discipline.
Sí.
Swadhyaya is self-study.
Okay.
And Ishwar Pranidhana.
Ashwa. It's really nice.
Mhm. Ishwar Pranidham.
Ishwar Pranidhan. How many of you believe in God?
God as God?
As God?
No.
Okay, here we don't have actually the word, so we use God word here. And in English we don't have something which can be the similar for Ishwar or similar for Paramatma. we have only word which is called God here. So I will use this word God, and I just ask to know when you believe in something, then it's easy to explain that way. When you don't believe, then we need to go logical. This is only the thing I want to know in the beginning. If you believe in something, then we'll go to explain different way. When you don't believe, then and people who don't believe, those are mostly logical. They want like logics.
What's the logic one?
Logic one also we will talk. It's surrender to God.
Mm.
And then Kriya Yoga. Kriya is action, yoga is yoga. So the yoga of action.
Accent.
In this
Work.
this philosophy only, yoga of action, Kriya is action.
Can you write it down, please?
When you do some action.
Examine. Test.
Action.
Action.
Action. Test. Action. Yeah. Okay.
Action.
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 Okay.
Kriya is
Kriya.
action.
Okay. La práctica del yoga. Okay.
These are three tools of Kriya Yoga. There are few types of yoga, like Hatha Yoga you say, Kriya Yoga you say, Jnana Yoga, Yoga of knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, Yoga of devotion, Karma Yoga, Yoga of action.
Mm.
Karma Yoga, Karen, you are studying Bhagavad Gita. You don't know this word Karma Yoga. When they talk about karma, this is your karma, this is your duty. You can say yoga of duty also. Yoga of action means yoga of duty. What are your duties? What are your actions to do?
Mm.
So this is called Kriya Yoga. It's more kind of activities what you need to do more in action. These things are in action. So very first one is ascetic practice. So intermediate people, they have done something more and now they want to go more. And this is more individual. It's not with other people. It's not to deal with other people. It's all about yourself now. Beginner people, basic people, they need to start something, within themselves and then with their surrounding.
Claro.
Now here, in this intermediate part, everything is for their for themselves only. Individually, they have to do all these things. Ascetic practice. This is called like kind of austerity. The practice in which you don't have any excuse, physical excuse, mental excuse. Like simple example, you will understand. Suppose you want to do an hour asana practice. Okay, you get ready, you take your mat, and then went into yoga hall. But you see, oh, the weather is hot. It's very hot. I cannot practice. It's just 2 or 3 degree temperature, little more than the usual. And you say, no, I'm not going to practice. It's too hot. And then you give up there. This type of thing is not there. If it is cold, then no, one blanket, okay, one more. I will stay here. We'll practice tomorrow and the weather is good. So this type of excuse is not there. It's more physical. That whether hot and cold is not going to bother you. It's not going to stop you to do something. You have decided to do something, then on your path, whatever the problems comes, physical problems, you can bear them. Suppose you are hungry for a while. You are working, you are doing your thing, and then you feel hungry, and then you give up, okay, first I will eat it. As much as you can bear it, and then first do the thing, and then go for it.
Okay.
So these excuses must not be there. This is why you can see monk in Buddhism.
Mm-hmm.
All the monks, sannyasis in our tradition, in our culture, they all do this.
They are ascetic. Sí.
They are just living with two clothes. Doesn't matter if it is hot or cold. That is enough for them.
I want to be a monk. Seriously.
Hello.
Oh.
Ascetic practice.
To get rid of her businesses.
Huh?
Maruji has to get rid of her businesses to be a monk.
Are you ready, Manru, for that?
I'm coming now. I'm going to catch the plane.
For you are waiting. You are more than welcome here. Come and then we will find a place in mountain for you.
That'd be nice.
Mm.
Yeah. And this is called detachment, that you are detached with everything now.
Just the kids.
Now this is attachment.
Exacto.
Okay, so this is ascetic practice. And once you do this, then you have a kind of understanding, you have a foundation, physical foundation, that all these pair things are not going to bother. Hot and cold, thirst and hunger, physical happiness and sadness, all these things are not going to bother you. So your your own body is not going to bother bother you at all.
Okay.
Then self-study, Ishwar and Ishwar Pranidhan. I think now people started coming in for the class. It's already time. Self-study. What is self-study, Manru?
Self-study is that when you're doing something for yourself.
What? And can you elaborate a little more?
So you're learning things which are beneficial. I don't know. So self-study is something you're learning for yourself. So like with yoga, I don't really want to teach it. I want to learn it for myself so I can go higher. So it's just for me. Teaching is something I did not really want to do. It's something I want to learn the breath and techniques like that.
Good. So this self-study has both meaning. Both one which is popular self-study when you are reading by yourself, reading books, scriptures or whatever. That is also a meaning. Second is see self-study.
Well, know yourself.
Self-study.
Yeah. Study yourself. Know well yourself, your body, your mind, your.
Which means analysis. Day to day, regular analysis of yourself. Okay, today I'm here. Self-analyzation every day. That's self-study. Both are required here. Self-study, the scripture, the books, whatever are helpful for your journey, those studies also you need to do. And as well as along with that self-study, you need to do self-study also.
Okay.
Analyzing yourself. Okay, today, so like very simple thing to finish it, to conclude it easily. We can talk more in next class. That suppose all the day I have been doing so many things and I don't remember at all. But before the bed, if I go to bed, before the bed, I should take 10 minutes, close my eyes, and then analyze my whole day. Did I do something which I was not supposed to do? Or did I miss something what I was supposed to do?
Claro.
So these two things will help lots. I have done something which was not meant to be done by me, but I did it by mistake. This is going to remind me, this is going to be a good reminder for me that, okay, next time I will keep it in mind and I'm not going to do. Something I missed, what I had to do, I was supposed to do, and I could not do it. So tomorrow I will focus more on that and then keep all those things inside which are not relevant.
Claro.
That's how to study. And this is very good thing. This we already have. This we always have in our education system. when you go to ashram, when you live there in the Gurukul, every day minimum 10 minutes you have to do it. Otherwise tomorrow you are not going to get breakfast. Before the bed, sit with your closed eyes and analyze your whole day. Did you commit some mistake? Did you do anything which is not good? Did you miss something which was very good for you and you did not do it? So this is how every day to day, you are analyzing yourself, and then you find yourself with this tool, small tool. You will see in few days only all the changes will start happening. Like things what which were more important for you, they will come it easily, and then you will be able to do it. Efficiency, the work efficiency, the productivity also will improve, because now every day you are analyzing, and then every day you are focusing on those things which are important, which are really useful for you, which are not useful, which are not helping you. You are not focusing on that. So this self analysis, self study is very important. Then surrender to God. Here, when we say God, anything in you believe in, any energy. Mostly we say the universal existence, universal energy, which is which exists everywhere. That energy which keeping us alive. There is some force which is working to maintain all these things.
Así es.
So we are talking about that force, and it doesn't have any English word, so we say God. So whatever you are doing, if you have this thing in your mind that I'm doing this for myself, then you always have some expectation. When you have expectation, then always problems. You expect something from something, and if it is not happening, you will be in pain. So whatever you are doing, it's not for you, it's for this existence. You are just a medium to do something here. You are just a medium to to work here in a certain way. Then if something good happened to you, you will not be like you will not increase your ego, you will not be egoistic. When
Claro.
something doesn't happen good through you, you will not be regretting, you will not be unhappy. It's fine. I'm doing my duties, I'm doing my responsibility. Whatever is happening, it's fine. I'm just doing everything for this existence. Then you will be in a stage where you don't have pain, where you don't have any expectation, where these things are not going to bother you. So this is for intermediate people who are already in a stage where they can understand these things and they can do it. It's not for very beginner. Beginner step will come next. Today we finish here.